That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot.
It's week 5 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Javonte Williams. He was terrific a week ago. Well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Eagles and the Packers coming up next.
This place first started way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Packers in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league. On 1st and 10, Reynolds. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Reynolds. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down. Looking to throw. Reynolds. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. So the Packers offense backed up here to begin their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Anderson. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Packers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better, one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Anderson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Anderson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Reynolds, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball is gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after up and good. And it's now 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw in the coverage on the primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Off-play action. Reynolds. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Anderson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Anderson. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Man open. Here is Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A.J. Brown. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This one swung out to Williams.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's fielded at the 34.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people are going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
To throw is Anderson on 1st down.
And it finds his receiver, Watson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Back to throw. Anderson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Anderson from the gun, he'll throw. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Anderson now to throw on second down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. .153 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. To throw on second down, Reynolds. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Chris Claybrooks.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown! I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Throwing to start the drive. Reynolds. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun. Reynolds. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They take a shot downfield there, and it winds up falling incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Anderson off the play fake. Forced out to his left.
Crossing right, and he hits his man. It's Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Anderson on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Anderson looking downfield for Jones. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So here are the Packers now to take over. Try to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Anderson. To throw on 3rd down.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Reynolds. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Reynolds. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anderson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Tershawn Wharton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now Anderson, off play action. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Anderson now looking to throw on 2nd down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Looking to throw. Anderson. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers extend their lead yet again. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Reynolds. That's complete to Robinson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reynolds. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now, or win.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally degraded that offense. Now, these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Reynolds. Man open is Robinson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Back now at Lambeau. Ball at the 23, second and 8. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Open man is born. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Williams again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And Goddard's got him. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Oh, this is blocked. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fournette on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Anderson loses the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Reynolds. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Once more on 2nd down.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL at picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow